Hi, Richie.
Hi, Sin.
Hi, everyone. So, this is a quick pre intro to the podcast.
Yeah.
So, today we're looking at the contest entries we received for the Ebrooitus Warrior Lore contest.
Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah. This is like a pre-intro. So like we've already seen
Yeah.
them now, but when we actually start, it's before we've seen them.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we're just overcome with emotion.
I really am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good. Thank you,
It
everyone,
is.
for
It's
sending
really
out your
good.
stuff.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for entering the contest, and thank you for sharing your love of Ebrooitus with us.
It's all so good.
Yeah. Hi, Richie.
Hi, Sin.
Hi, everyone. And welcome to episode 200 of the Snack Covenant.
Oh my god.
Woo!
This is beautiful.
Okay, so now we're gonna look at the entries that we got.
Yay!
And people can actually vote for their favorite entry in the description, and that's how the winner will be determined.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
So, the first entry was submitted by the good Richard.
See that's a relief because when I saw it, I thought it was called The Good Richard, and it was like a story about like I met Ebrooitus.
No, it's by Richard, but we call him the good Richard to differentiate him from the bully.
Yeah, of course. Makes sense. Makes.
Okay. This is a PDF document with multiple pages. Could you please describe what you see on the first page?
It's the Ebrooitus warrior helmet with a description as though it is from Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
It
Could
is,
you
yeah.
read the description, Richie?
Certainly. Ebrooitus warrior helmet. Head armor. Winged helmet worn by the Ebrooitus warriors, servant of the King of Shade.
I didn't look at these beforehand because I wanted us to experience this together, and it's worth it. Go on.
Like all members of the Ebrooitus clan, Ebrooitus warriors serve the mysterious King of Shade. This winged helmet is said to symbolize their connection to the king and his domain, though in what way has been lost to time.
Oh, mysterious.
Ebrooitus warrior coat. Ceremonial armor worn by the Ebrooitus warriors in sacred rites. Is this going to have a lock shield in it?
I don't know. We'll see.
Naysayers say the Ebrooitus warriors have no torso and thus do not wear coats. But then, where did this magnificent piece come from?
Good point.
Good point.
I love this. Oh my god.
Ebrooitus warrior tentacle guards.
Oh my god.
Metal plates worn by the Ebrooitus warriors. These loosely connected metal plates are etched with the regalia of the King of Shade. While one without tentacles could probably strap them to their legs, doing so would provide nothing but discomfort.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Ebrooitus warrior blade.
Ebrooitus wrapped blade.
Ebrooitus wrapped blade. Weapon used by the Ebrooitus warriors as they guard the palace of the King of Shade. Not a true trick weapon, this elegant sword nonetheless boasts multiple ways of use. Perhaps it was due to the Ebrooitus warriors' unique gifts that they used this weapon both as a blade and as a mid-range whip. It can be
Oh.
swung by its sturdy wrapping, hitting enemies from afar, but creating an opening for foes that are too close to the wielder. The king does not allow failure. And many who once wielded this weapon died at the hands of the self-same blade.
I love this. Amazing. I visualize it, like, because Ebrooitus has tentacles. He can whip you with that sword.
Yeah.
Love it. And the next is...
Ebrooitus warrior holy symbol. Sin, do you want to tell everyone what the holy symbol is?
It's a little slug who cannot lie.
It is.
Oh.
That very slug is looking at me right now from the mug on my shelf.
Richie, for those who may not be familiar with the little slug who cannot tell a lie, could the little slug just tell us a thing or two about them?
I'm a little slug who cannot lie, and the truth is that is my only character trait.
Oh. Well, I mean, what you said is not entirely correct about that being his one character trait, but that's a story for another podcast. But please, Richie, could you read the description of Ebrooitus warrior holy symbol?
A small bronze token bearing the image of a slug. The Ebrooitus warriors venerated their king, but found his visage to be too holy to carry around. Instead, this token bears the image of one of the king's heralds. The slug is known as the herald of the king and cannot speak or lie. It is from this truth that the Ebrooitus warriors draw strength in battle, invigorating them for a short time.
Thank you, Richie. And thank you, Richie. Oh, this is amazing.
It is.
I mean, if you didn't know the context, you'd think these are like legit descriptions from a serious game, which makes this even better. I love it. The torso item is my favorite. Well, thank you very much, Richard, for this wonderful submission.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
Thank you. To make things easier, I'll leave, and then we'll just have one Richard.
Thank you, Richie. Okay, so now let's move on to the next submission. This is submitted by Charlemagne. Oh my god. Whoa.
Oh my god,
Could you describe what we're seeing right now?
So this is a model of Ebrooitus holding an Ebrooitus sword and also the lock shield. And I paused for a second because I was trying to figure out if this was 3D or physical, and it's physical. Charlemagne has made a little model of Ebrooitus and surrounded it with tea lights.
This is amazing.
This really moody lights. Beautiful.
Oh my god.
There's oh my god.
Richie, for those who are listening and who are not watching the screen, we have to describe what's happening.
I need to get to the bottom before I can describe it properly because it's so. Oh wow. Okay. So.
Oh damn! Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. This escalated quickly. So on the second page, the Ebrooitus model is shown with a series of Warhammer 40k figures around him. Yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, and I can see to scale because I recognize the Lehman Russ battle tank. So I have a rough idea of how big Ebrooitus is now.
So Ebrooitus is as big as a tank?
In 28mm scale.
Still? Oh my god, it's like tank Ebrooitus.
Yeah.
Amazing.
This is beautiful, yeah. Also, the lock shield is reflective. I think it's like a gemstone from I don't know.
Okay, amazing. How is this? What is this made from? This is insane.
Oh, the Ebrooitus model.
Everything everything.
Yeah. No, that's beautiful.
And if you scroll all the way down, you see more pictures of it in like more bright light.
Yeah.
And
Oh my god.
Ebrooitus is like super 3D.
Yeah. Like, we were talking before about how, like, the debut of Ebrooitus was the Elden Ring trailer.
Mhm.
And since then, there's been absolutely no new Elden Ring news. But Ebrooitus has taken off and become, like, people are now making physical models of him. So,
Oh my god, this is
I
amazing.
know. It's oh god, this is really good. Oh yeah, I see how the lock shield's done now, yeah. It's just very I thought it was clear, but it's just very, very shiny.
Wow.
Yeah. And then on the final shot is Ebrooitus, and he has a hat on, but it doesn't quite
Yeah.
fit him because he's just a giant head, so it's sitting on top. It's beautiful. Oh my god.
Wonderful.
That's so good.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Charlemagne.
you. That's so good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's not all. Keep it in mind because we will come back to Charlemagne at the end.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah. So now let's move on to the next entry. And this is by Doomkitty. So, Richie, could you please read the piece of written lore that Doomkitty submitted?
The Ebrooitus warrior is a legendary figure, reminiscent to many, but truly known only by few. The warrior is known under a number of epitaphs, such as the Lucastrine Dignitary and the Valkyrie Tentacular, to name a few. Owing to the warrior's extraplanar nature, they have visited many worlds throughout their career, from which they have amassed an eclectic arsenal to use in their fight against both evils seen and unseen.
Oh.
Oh,
Thank you, Doomkitty, for this
thank
piece of
you.
lore. But that's not all.
No. Doomkitty also submitted a mysterious MP3. I don't know what it
Ooh.
sounds like.
Okay, so let's listen to it together.
It's called The Ebrooitus Warrior Appears! It might be like Ebrooitus's like boss theme.
I think so. I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
imagine your mightiest and Brutus. As you listen to this
This
theme.
all happened because you were trying to say Ebrooitus while drunk, and we didn't even record that bit.
Thank you, Richie. Did you picture your mightiest Brutus?
Sure.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
3,
2,
2,
1.
1, be on. Wow.
Yeah, so it's like chiptune Ebrooitus battle music.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
At the end, I could hear Brutus whipping you, with the weapons from the previous submission. It's all coming together. That's amazing. Thank you, Doomkitty.
Thank you so much, everyone. We've everything we've gotten so far has been completely different because we've got like some like writing, and we've got models, and we've got music. So
yeah, we have
yeah,
very multi-talented
we
people in
do.
the community.
Yeah,
Well, thank you, Doomkitty. This was amazing.
yeah.
1 hour version when? So, the next entry is also an MP3 entry by
Ooh.
Agent Funk.
Ooh.
Mystery.
And this one's a bit longer, and there's no text, so it might be like a story or something.
Well, let's see. Are you ready?
Okay.
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Be on.
In the void exists a creature named Ebrooitus, an enlightened being whose name is congruous, as a being originating from the cosmos and in the dreams of those who are comatose. Invoke his name, and he will not hide. He will arrive with eyes on the inside. But if you summon him, bring a baby to donate. Ebrooitus desires children, like all ones who are great. A child he can hold in his multitudinous arms. A little one he can mentor and elevate to the stars. But it was one day Ebrooitus was awoken to find the tranquility of his home had been broken by hunters seeking pale blood and looking quite fierce, wielding dangerous weapons to slash, smash, and pierce. Ebrooitus knew his home needed to be protected, but the task proved more difficult than he had expected. He sought out weaponry to help him prevail. His home would be overrun if he were to fail. He sought out the lock shield so he could maintain an effective defense to attacks from long range. He followed a river that was both sanguinary and gross, and got the moonlight greatsword for a handful of oats. Lastly, he traveled to a distant world few had seen. He searched for an artifact called the Elden Ring. He found no ring, just a warrior with hair fiery and red. She offered to lend him a hand, but he wanted her helmet instead. Now well equipped and ready for battle, these hunters will take a nap, face first in the gravel. Hunters, prepare yourselves to throw down, or Ebrooitus will put you 6 feet underground. Don't come half-cocked, bring your best arms to bear, or Ebrooitus will turn your dream into a nightmare. Ebrooitus is gone, but hold fast to your fear. Now warrior Ebrooitus is the only one here.
Oh my god!
No, I mean, because it's a poem. You're supposed to clap like this by snapping your fingers.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
What did you think I was doing?
I thought you were snapping your fingers, and I didn't understand why.
I think I saw it in movies. I don't know.
Okay.
Amazing. Yeah, go on,
Yeah.
Richie.
No, it's like I was not expecting a poem.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't. Wow. I
Yeah.
have no words. That was really good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Agent
It was really
Funk.
good. Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
wow.
we're like in awe at all these submissions.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Again, thank you, Agent Funk.
Thank you so much, yeah.
The next submission.
Another MP3, and this is from Beautiful Bear in a Tutu.
Yes. And with the MP3, there's actually a text file. So could you open the text file?
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a whole credits and
Yeah, and it says at the start there's the scholar host 2, host 1, and Ebrooitus warrior. And then if you look at the MP3, I haven't listened to it yet, but it says contributing artists, the Gourmet Covenant.
Interesting. There's also a lot of music in there, like copyright-free music.
Yeah.
And it says inspired by the works of From Software, Sinclair Lowe, and Richard Peelbeam. I like how we're on the same level as From Software. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It also says here, special thanks to my partner for being amazing and making me happy.
Aww.
My parents for giving birth to me. Oh.
Thanks. Thank you for giving birth to me. It's alright, cheers.
From Software for making good games. Special thanks also to Sinclair Lowe and Richard Peelbeam for many hours of enjoyable rambling. Oh. And to Hideo Kojima for teaching me to be less ashamed. Because if he gets to spend millions of dollars on his Norman Reedus MPRED fanfic, it's okay for me to submit this. What's an MPreg?
Male pregnancy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a type of RPG or something.
It can be.
Okay.
Just need to know what sites to look on.
Thank you, Richie.
Thank you, Sam.
So, are you ready?
I am ready, and
I'm so ready for this. It's 7 minutes
Yeah,
long. I'm ready.
oh my god, this
Let's
is
go.
amazing. Yeah, okay.
Got my coffee here.
Okay.
Got my Richie.
Hi.
Got my mugs. You got your mugs. We got our mugs. Okay. So we cozy.
Okay.
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 You ready?
Alright.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Reborn.
Reborn.
Many years I have spent searching for the Ebrooituses, or Ebrooiti, a specific category or perhaps family of great ones that have eluded the understanding of my research. For you see, most great ones tend to be quite different, as much as we, as mere humans, can have an insight into how they behave and how they look. But the Ebrooiti, they have many similarities, and yet they all share unique aspects to themselves. They are not quite comparable to most of the great ones we are aware of, but they are not quite comparable to the amygdala either. And so I continue to research. And today, I must announce, with a sin of pride in my heart, for yes, I am proud of this discovery, that I have been able to find another one. For searching in the libraries of old, I have found the most amazing document. An ancient podcast. Well, maybe not ancient, it's more like from 2 or 3 years ago, but it comes from another universe, so I think it's still quite amazing. Anyway,
Now we get to see what our fans think of us.
without further ado, I introduce to you the very first proof of the existence of the warrior Ebrooitus, or, with its new scientific name, the warrior Ebrooitus.
I have to apologize because it turns out my co-host audio was lost while we were recording this episode. So it's just gonna be me, and yeah, that's all. Sorry. You can find all about the very mistakes and listen to all info about your favorite games. You can find all of these and more in the Gourmet Covenant.
Oh my god, what's happening? This is amazing.
It's like a real episode.
I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. Maybe you're right. I just gotta calm down and focus on the podcast. All right. I'm sorry. I just, that won't happen again. Thank you. As usual, do the intro, please. I'm sorry to interrupt you. That was a perfect intro. I was just kind of checking. I think the boss is called Ebrooitus. Hello.
Did someone say Ebrooitus?
Oh god, no, it happens every time. Why do we keep doing this?
Hey guys, what's the big deal? Like, I have things to say about Bloodborne. Like, for example, Ebrooitus looks kind of like me.
Bloodborne? Do you mean intravenous?
Oh yes, wrong universe.
Alright, I guess you're gonna be my co-host for today. You do sound quite strange today.
Oh yes, I just have a cold.
3 hours later.
Okay, so, let me get this straight. Let me summarize everything you've told me so far, with very precious little of it having anything to do with intravenous, or as you call it, Bloodborne. So,
Oh my god.
you're saying that your attire, the stuff you're wearing, the sword and shield and helmet, it's all actually a cosplay?
That's correct.
From your favorite character from Elden Ring,
That's correct.
which is a game that will be released in the future in another universe that From Software, which is apparently what they call by software in this universe, is developing with a story penned together with George R.R. Martin, which still sounds like a made-up name to me.
Yes, that is all correct.
Okay. And you call yourself the warrior because you have, you say, a yellow belt in Venusian Aikido.
That is correct.
Alright. And you say that there are others we haven't met yet.
Oh, don't get me started. There's this brother of mine is really a weirdo.
Please don't do that.
But it's funny.
Please no. Please, let's just end the podcast here. Okay, that was all very productive. And yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do with this episode, or if anybody's gonna listen to it, but who cares? Nobody listened to the episode so far, so you know what? It's all fine. I'm just gonna close it here. Let's put the outro music. You have listened to the very best takes about the very best games. This was the Gourmet Covenant.
We need to get Tutu to produce our episodes. Oh wow, that was amazing.
That was, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
You can tell Tutu listened to a lot of the episodes of the Snack Covenant.
Yeah.
He incorporated everything into 7
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, and also reference to John Pertwee's Doctor Who in there. He's really done his research.
Yeah. The 3 hours later is a thing I often use when
Yep.
there's no way to cut around
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Losing the audio.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god, yeah.
Well, yeah, thank you, Tutu.
Thank you, son.
Thank you. It was wonderful.
It was really good.
Mm.
Do you ever feel like we don't deserve this?
Oh, every day.
Yeah. 'Cause is there now more Ebrooitus fan art than Elden Ring fan art? There might be.
Well, I don't think Elton Green has as many MP3s or models or item descriptions or anything.
No.
Wow.
Mhm.
Richie,
Yes, Sin.
so remember Charlemagne who made a model of Ebrooitus?
How could I possibly forget? It's beautiful.
Yeah. They also submitted a PDF, and we actually read the PDF, but it's a little too long to read out loud on this episode because I have to go soon.
Well, yeah, if we did it, it would be like half an hour long.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
We tried though.
We tried. So, yeah, the story Charlemagne submitted is about, it's like 9 pages long, short story about, like we said, the Ebrooitus model is posed with a bunch of Warhammer 40k figures, and that's because Charlemagne has written a, like, I guess a fanfic about Ebrooitus in the world of Warhammer 40k, meaning the Inquisition.
Mhm.
So all of the models in the diorama are actually characters in the story. So you get to see like what led them here.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's very, very like in canon.
No, it's really good.
And,
And I learned as we were reading it, you tell me like, oh, this is actually like relevant to Warhammer and this and that. And
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Yeah, so we decided we're just going to put in the scene where Ebrooitus shows up, but if you want to read the whole thing, there'll be a link in the description.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. And again, thank you, Charlemagne, for your entry.
Thank you so much.
Suddenly, the Inquisitor was staring at an eye staring right back at him. He dare not move for fear of drawing its attention. No one in the team dared move. The only thing that could be heard in that moment was the sound of one's own heartbeat. The Inquisitor started to look around the eye and began to feel fear overtake him as he noticed more and more eyes. His fear subsided once he realized that they were not looking at him. Several seemed to glare off in the distance. Maybe they, or it, had not noticed them yet. Maybe they could just leave it be and leave. But before he could consider any of his options, he heard a yawn? No, surely it wasn't a yawn. Why would a
No.
be sleeping? The form started to move, and the whole creature's form started to become clear before the Inquisitor's mind. Was it stretching? No. Things like this did not do that. He tried to rationalize with himself. Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there.
A voice spoke from the form. The Inquisitor dare not move, with the vain hope that he was just losing his mind.
I wasn't expecting any guests today, so I haven't put my contacts in. You know, putting in all 35 is a real pain, and I was napping.
It uttered as the form turned.
My place is a wreck. Don't judge me too harshly. You know, quarantine's getting me real bad.
Two button-like eyes glared at the Inquisitor as the creature finished turning to face him.
You have toilet paper, though, if you need some.
Oh my god. The Inquisitor was dumbstruck. He came all this way. The Inquisition expended so many resources, 2 centuries of work, to find this thing that is engaging in casual conversation. He knew to expect the unexpected, but he was at a total loss. This thing has guests? What the hell are contacts? Why does it have so many of them? Why does it put them in? It was just napping? Does it normally keep these ruins tightly? It thought I was judging it? What is this quarantine that's going on about? Is that what ruined the surface? Why does it have toilet paper?
So, what brings you by, Mr. Inquisitor Wilson. The Inquisitor responded. Oh, title, I wasn't really ready for this. People don't normally make their way all the way down here, so I'm at a bit of a loss. Is this the bottom of the Tomb of the Gods?
The Inquisitor knew it was a stupid question, but it was the one of many that just fell out of his mouth.
Yes, I'm really surprised you find your way down here. Most people looking for this place get lost in the East dungeons, but they have to take a practically hidden left at the 8th intersection instead of the right that everyone else takes.
The Inquisitor was unfortunately acutely aware of which intersection the creature was talking about, despite not knowing what is or was. Countless teams were lost and killed until a fluke led to a team discovering the left turn. It was hailed as the biggest advancement in mapping the caves in a decade.
Before we continue, what do I call you?
The Inquisitor probed, finally having a decent question.
Oh, my name's Ebrooitus. Ebrooitus.
The Inquisitor asked, dumbfounded.
Yeah, it's part of the Ebrooitus family. There are more of you? Yeah, but I haven't seen any of them around lately. How many of you are there? Well, let's see.
Ebrooitus spoke as it started to count on its tentacles.
Well, let's see here. There's Sir Ebrooitus, Buff Ebrooitus, Disco Ebrooitus, and my sister Belle Ebrooitus. Okay.
The Inquisitor interrupted. Wait, did I just say its sister? These things have a sex? They procreate? He had to think of another question before he thought of it too much.
What do you do?
Another question he thought was stupid, but anything to get his mind to a different topic.
I go where I am specifically summoned.
All right, Richie, do the outro.
That was Snack Covenant episode 200, the Ebrooitus special.
Yeah.
We got 5 very, very different entries, because Sin said you can submit anything, so we had like stories, and we had podcasts, and we had music, and we had models, and it was like a poem, and it was like there's so much stuff. So like we said at the start, this was an Ebrooitus contest.
Ebrooitus Warrior Lore Contest.
Ebrooitus Warrior Lore Contest. So you can vote for your favorite of the 5 entries, and there will be a link in the description to a poll where you can vote for your favorite one.
Thank you, Richie. And big thank you to everyone for entering. It was insanely
all
amazing.
really good. Yeah.
And thanks everyone for listening. And see y'all
Thank
next
you,
time.
Son, for 200 episodes.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
200 episodes that, and even that 200 only accounts for like less than half the channel. Because you just arbitrarily decide other things are not part of the podcast; they're a separate series.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So this is probably like the 500th thing we've actually released.